Good afternoon. I'm Chris Salazar with your Wolfpack Newsbreak. A former head of a private preparatory school in Miami, Florida will be losing $80,000 from a discrimination settlement after his daughter boasted about her father's new deal all over Facebook. She used offensive language to top it off, but the deal was supposed to stay confidential in the first place, so Gulliver Schools ended the deal with Patrick's nay. Recent uprisings in a neighboring town to Oswego have made headlines in local news that are beginning to rustle some feathers with residents of Montgomery. For years has been thought of as a quiet place to live. Sam Wilson is a student at Oswego East and resides in Montgomery. His take on the recent incidents has given him a new perspective on his neighborhood.
It's pretty frightening to be out in public around my neighborhood because there's a lot of people that I've heard of a lot of crimes that happen, and it's kind of scary to walk around and just be around that atmosphere. It's not fun, and it feels unsafe.
These shootings have made many of the residents feel uncomfortable and have caused many to flock away from the neighboring neighborhood in recent history, despite the old-fashioned feeling that is felt when roaming throughout. The shootings are still being investigated, and police are doing what they have to in order to come to a conclusion. Famous Sinaloa cartel boss Joaquin El Chapo Guzman will face charges in Mexico before any possibility of extradition, according to Mexico's ambassador to the United States, Eduardo Medina Mora. The ambassador's statement came on the same day that U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder called him in Mexico to congratulate him on the capture of El Chapo. Guzman escaped from a Mexican prison in 2001 while serving 7 of a 20-year, 9-month sentence. There were 8 warrants for Guzman's arrest when authorities captured him over the weekend, 2 tied to his 2001 escape and 6 more for alleged crimes committed since then. Guzman could eventually face charges against him in the U.S. after facing charges against him in Mexico. In Holmes County, Mississippi, not many weird things go on or anything worth notice, but on February 27th, one of the weirdest things to ever happen happened. 78-year-old Walter Williams was pronounced dead, or so it seemed. There was no pulse, and they were taking him away in a body bag, when all of a sudden there was a movement inside of the bag, and immediately an ambulance was called and coroner Dexter Howard removed him from the bag. The family is glad to have him back, and even though they don't know how long they'll have him, they're glad to see him alive for the time being. And finally, the Chicago Bears are saying goodbye to another legend for the 2nd straight season, as they will not attempt to return punt return specialist Devin Hester. This is his opening kickoff return for a touchdown during the Super Bowl in his rookie season, one of the biggest highlights of his career for the Bears. It'll be a huge loss for the team, as Devin will now explore his options with other teams. The Bears, along with the state of Illinois, wish him luck as he finds a new home. I'm Chris Salazar with your Wolfpack Newsbreak. Have a great day.